Hey everyone, welcome. Joshua here from J.G.P Plus Engineering Architecture. Just checking in to set up this episode. And I'm so glad to have you back. This is our second episode. We went through the first episode, which was just a simple introductory of our model. In that episode, I shared my conceptual design ideas. And then I came up with a lot of sketches that are definitely explain how I came up with those ideas, what was the push behind those sketches, what was the push of my final product. So in this second episode we will go through not almost but a little bit of sketches because I want to explain more with sketch at the point of the iceberg, and furthermore we will go into, or we will dive into the modeling. We dive into the design modeling because we have to start diving now. And in that, I will take you through ArchiCAD. I will give you, resume a little bit, what happened in the first episode, and take you through this one, and give you a heads up of what will come, of the upcoming. So, without further ado, let's dive into it. Okay, the view that you're looking at right now, it's the 3D cut of my model. For the Revit users, you remember the crop region, right? Yeah, or the crop region. So the thing is, you crop a plane region, then you open it into 3D. It's the same thing here. Now in ArchiCAD, there's something that we call the marquee. The marquee is this button here. You see, it's this kind of dashing, square, or let's call it a rectangle. Once you click on it, you have different types of marquee. Okay, there are different types. You have the block marquee, you have the plane marquee. You can even tweak your marquee in different angle, or you can even create a polygon marquee using this one. So, and even there's a single marquee. This is this icon here. It's a single marquee, which means for a single floor, for a, let's say, if you have a layer of different items, then you wanna cut that item to see only the first layer, you use the simple marking. So the thing is, if you want to see all the elements or all the floors, from the top to the bottom, you use this second button. So this is the second button that I use. I've cut already the marquee, so this is the view that the marquee has presented us. So this is the cut, as I explained it. For Revit users, it's like the cut. It's like the cut region. You cut a region, then you open it in 3D. So this is so far that I've took the model for all these days. I've been working. Remember, I told you I'm working on 3 different projects, 3 architectural projects. So it's like it kills to death. So I have to spend much time in it thinking, with different design for each one of them. So it takes a lot of time, and it takes a toll on me. So okay, I've done a little bit of interior kitchen, as you can see right now, but I'm not yet done, but I will keep on doing. But for today's agenda, we are not gonna spend time on that kitchen. Our agenda is here. This is our agenda. So this is how far I've taken the hardscape. Remember, we are talking about this hardscape. In the previous the first episode, I introduced a couple of design ideas, and sketches. So this is how it's looking so far. I'm not yet done. I'm still working on it. I'm still coming up with ideas, still coming up with the models that will fit my final product. So I will take you through the sequences that I took to get into this level. I will explain step by step which were the tools. What did I do, how did I cut through this case. How did I set all the members, still members that you can see here. Not even the port, the base. Now how did I create the base? Now how did I create these tiles, rods? So I'll try to take you through each and every sequence for you to understand different steps that I took to come up to get to this level. So okay, the first thing is we're gonna stick on to this 3D view. I'm not gonna extend it. I want it to be cropped. That's why I'll just let it know the way it is right now. So to model objects, to model different geometries, such as this one, to come up with the idea of setting up steel structures at bent like this, or horizontally bent, vertically bent, or either to be so creative in creating this row ties, the way you seeing it like this, and come up with plates, random plates like this, be able to dissociate surfaces between the steel and glass like this. There are different tools you can use in ArchiCAD. Even this rail, to create this rail, this one, the one that runs, from the top to the bottom, the stair, the way I put it like this. There are different tricks and tips that you have to know, different commands you have to assimilate and understand for you to be able to reach this level. So for the modeling, there are 3 ArchiCAD tools that are mostly used. Now the first one and the most one, it's this one, the Profile Manager. This is the first tool that I use to craft and to be able to craft my ideas, my modeling, coming up with complicated design modeling. This is the first one. The second one is when I come here on the toolbar, there is this on the design tab. On design tab, when I hover over this icon here, it says shell tool. So this is the tool that helps you to create shell. Might be the roof, or let's say I want to create a tank. I want to create different components. I want to create a collard roof, a joint roof, separate roof, but with one feature. So this is the command that I use, the tool that I use to create them. You can do a lot of things with this. You can create domes. You can create very complicated surfaces with it. Even surface tension structures, you can even use them like a fabric. You can use. I use the shell for that type of work. And the last one, the third one, not really the last one, because they're all playing a huge role in my design, is the morph tool. This one, the one here. The morph tool, I think there's no position to it. It's very versatile. I use it to do a lot of things. I use it even for my plates, for my guiders, for my style grout. I use the morph tool. It's very capital and very crucial to know these 3 tools: the morph, the shell, and the Profile Manager. So what I'm gonna do first, I'll take you step by step. I've reached this level. The first thing we're gonna do here, I have to add certain elements to speed up the process, because I have envisioned that you guys are able to add and open layers. You are able to assign elements to layers. You are able to use the Find and Select tool, to select a group of element quicker than going one after another. I envision that's why we're gonna speed up this process. opening the baby ref section. This is the view of our port. So as you can see, it's something that is a composite. Once the process is done, and I've opened one of the sections, specifically the baby ref section. This is the appearance. This is a true cut, a middle cut section of the hardscape. So you can see that it's made of a lot of layers. There's a black layer, there's this dirty, there's this roundy, kind of stony thing. There's another one that appears like a concrete. There's another one. It's made of a lot of layers, as you can see right now. So I wanted to share something with you. There are a little bit of the drafts, sketches that are made. These are the different sketches that I came up with during my concept modeling, conceptual design ideas, that when I was gathering my ideas and coming up with a lot of things. So there's even this filter that need to be set. I haven't done it yet. So there's even a wooden floor somewhere. This was what was in my mind when I was thinking about coming up with this idea. I do recognize that some of the pictures here you saw them in our previous episode, the first episode. When I was talking about sketches, maybe I don't really I remember, but I believe some of them I share them with you. But these they came up with a lot of calculations, especially to find angles to come up with some distance to try to fit, and with the proper calculation be able to to design it the way you are seeing like this. It required a lot of mathematical calculations and a lot of ideas as well, just to compose that need of achieving the goal that we set in the beginning. So these are the sketches that I came up with. You can see the cage, the connection cage. There are different members, and then these are the T-beam that I came up with. Some of them they have a layer of wood. That's why when you check if you you go back to the video, you wind back, you will find out that when I open the layers, or even I can do it here, when I open the layers, something like this, I can go Control L. When I open the layers, I scroll down to Pro. You see that it's written steel and wood purlins, and steel and wood beam connection, steel and wood beam. So it's these layers came alive. This layer was set because of this idea that I had here on the sketch. So you see that I'm just following my sketch here, right? Everything that is on my sketch, that's what is coming to concretize in the modeling environment. So then there's this tire head that I created, you can call it an anchor head that I definitely a sketch came up with this kind of model, this kind of sketch. Then I have to model it. I had modeled already because you saw it when I was explaining and displaying different surfaces and elements. And finally this is the cut section of the part, the way it looks like from the inside, from the section, as you can see it. So this is the way that I put it. So all these there will be filters here in these grooves, these holes here. There will be filters that I will say you said filters, so I have to design those filters as well, and you will find out that there's a little bit of complication with your eyes. They are not playing a trick on you, because you see how come this distance is 45 and this one is 53 ,5. But the thing is, when it comes to dimensioning my sketches, I don't use only one specific dimension. I use a lot of them, because this 45, a precursor of a centimeter can define inch, it can define a centimeter, can be a meter, you know, it depends on me, even a feet. It depends on me, you know, I'm the one who was sketching, I'm the one who was designing. I know what my units are, you know, you are the one who will be designing next. You will know what your units are, you know. Do not, you know, focus on my units because they are undimensioned, meaning that they do not define the element. They are set by the designer, you know, accordingly. So yeah, this is how I do it. So this is what I wanted to share with you. So let's go back. I'm just gonna minimize my Microsoft Word screen. So let's come down here. Okay, so the thing is, what I did here, it's very simple to, you know, to build up this port. So let's go to ground floor first. I'll show you how I did it. Or either I'll open the section 7, or between 7 and 8 I'll open one. I think I'll open 8 because 8 speaks more about it. Yeah, it describes it, you know, fully. Yeah. So what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna open section 8, right? I'm gonna click on 8 like this. Click on 8. We have a section 80 here. So okay, for today we will stop here. You know, just stay tuned. You know, really stay tuned because there's a lot of things that I want to share with you. You know, that will help you. And you know, see you in our next episode. You know, see you. Cheers, guys. Bye.